lads and ladies, and welcome to this. Now today I am back with another video. Now today I am bringing you my updated League One table prediction. Now I always do one back in August and I update it in January as a midway table prediction. There has been a few hefty changes in this one. A few teams have stayed similar, quite the same. It's quite a randomised guess because who knows with League One, it's such a random league. At the minute there's about 9 points in between 14th and 1st, so it just tells you how close this league actually is. But let's get on with the video. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so all the help is appreciated. If you do put your team in a position that you don't like, I'm really sorry. But anyway, really good league this year. It's going to be a tight one to call, but let's go for it. Now, in bottom place, I have gone for, it's between Southend and Bolton, but I have gone Southend. Now, Southend, in fairness for them, they have picked up in these last 5 games. They picked up 4 draws out of the last 5. To only lose 1 in 5, that's a big improvement. Sol Campbell's kind of come in and steadied the ship a little bit. Not too much, they're not winning games. They've only won 1 game so far this season against MK Dons away. So still waiting for that anticipated home win. Their last home win, obviously, last season against Sunderland on the last day to keep them up in the league. But yeah, I think they're on 10 points now from 24 games. But they need to be a lot better. They've conceded 65 goals. And if they concede another 35 in the next 19 games, they will concede 100 goals. So they'll be able to avoid that. Next is Bolton. Now, Bolton, in fairness to them, have only picked up 2 points from their last 5 games. They have drawn 2 games and they've lost their last 3 games. So it's always going to be difficult for Bolton. Keith Hill's done really well since he's come in there. He's kind of steadied the ship and yeah, they're improving. 3 defeats, conceded 5 against Lincoln the other day, so it's always going to be a tough ask to keep them up. I think they are rebuilding now for something League 2 next year, bringing a few National League players through, which is really good. They're building for the future for the first time, and I know a lot of Bolton fans are starting to have optimism, because at the start of the season it was a bit doom and gloom. Now, for my 3rd relegation place, I have gone for Tranmere. Now, Tranmere, I was umming and ahhing with them and the team that just stays up. They picked up 5 points from their last 5 available. 1 win, 2 draws, 2 defeats. The pitch is horrific at Prenton Park. Melanie's a good manager. I just don't think they've got the facilities. They brought some good players in. They brought in Cooper on loan from Peterborough. I think that'll be a good signing. But apart from that, I don't think Tranmere are ready just to stay up just quite yet. Just in front of them, avoiding relegation, is the MK Dons. 11 points from their last 15 games. They're really starting to build something. 2 defeats in their last 9, where they were getting beat every week before Russell Martin came in. It was a slow process. They weren't gelling as soon as he came in, but they started to really come together now and start winning games. Especially at home, they beat Portsmouth and Bristol Rovers at home back-to-back, which I thought was huge for them, for confidence. And they got a great away point at Coventry. Coventry have the best away home support, home form in the league, so it's always a tough place to go. Just in front of them are AFC Wimbledon. Now, they've only picked up the 4 points from their last 15 available, but I still think they are available to stay up. I still think they've got quality, and they normally do on a good little run towards the end of the season. Last year, I don't know how they didn't go down. I think they went 13 points adrift. They stayed up on the last day. What a run that was for them, and incredible set of fans. Just in front of them are Accrington Stanley. Now, Accrington Stanley, smaller club like ourselves, my club, Fleetwood. Accrington Stanley, they've done all right over the Boxing Day, the Christmas period. They've picked up 7 points from 15 games, and that's normal mid-table form, really. If you do that throughout the season, you're likely to finish 14th or 15th. Unfortunately, I think they'll finish just below 18th place. But for them, I think that'll be a good season, another season to consolidate League One football. And when their star man McConville is out for a period of time. Just in front of them are Rochdale. They picked up 6 points from their last 5 games. They have won their last 2 games though against Accrington Stanley and Bolton Wanderers. Games that Rochdale need to be winning if they want to stay up in this division. I think they've got some good players. I think Luke Matheson's a good little left back for them. They've got available options up front in Aaron Wilbraham, Calvin Andrew, And Jimmy Ryan, who's doing really well of late. I think the keeper, Sanchez, isn't great. And if I was the Rochdale manager, I'd maybe look at Jay Lynch. Obviously, he had a really good season at AFC Fylde last year. But apart from that, they're doing all right, Rochdale. They didn't do too good over Christmas. Obviously, losing to Fleetwood and Gillingham. So, not great, but they're back on form. Now, just in front of them is Shrewsbury in 16th. A great cup upset for them yesterday. They have picked up 5 points from 15, a win and 2 draws. But they are a good side. They are kind of, you don't know what to get from them. Ricketts is doing an alright job there. I think there'll be a good, tough test for us on Saturday. And they're quite solid at the back as well, I've always noticed. Hard to beat, and that's what all good teams to do. 16th for Shrewsbury is not a bad season. 15th, I've gone for Lincoln. Now, Lincoln have done really well of late. They've won 3 games, drawn 1, lost 1, 10 points from 15. They were starting to slide a bit. They beat Ipswich 5-3, Bolton 5-2, so they definitely know where the net is. Michael Appleton's come in and done an okay job. The Cowley brothers, when they left, kind of hit them hard, but they've recontrolled it and brought in some good players, and I think they'll easily stay up in 15th place. In 14th, now Gillingham. I've gone for them. Now, Gillingham are a good side. Now, I think they are a top goal scorer away from being in the top 10. I think the quality, they're hard to break down, they're organised, and I don't like playing them, I'm being honest. Steve Evans is a great manager. He gets his teams well set up, well organised, hard to beat. He did get Manager of the Month for December, and sometimes that's a curse, but for him, no. He went to a good Peterborough side at the weekend and drew, and they picked up 9 points from their last 5 games, and I think they're available. I think they're easy enough to stay up. They're a lot better than they were last year. They were kind of a one-man team, they were said last season, but this year they're a lot better from all aspects. Good to be, and we found it hard. They got some good strikers. Jakubiak's a good striker, and they're bringing in some new boys in as well, so that'll help them as well. Can they get top 10? I'm not quite sure. 13th, Burton Albion. Now, Burton were 14th at weekend. They've won back-to-back games, and now they're 6th. Burton, quality side. It just shows you how this league is so close. They've won their last 3 league games against Bolton, Fleetwood and MK Dons, all at the Pirelli, 2 at the Pirelli Stadium, 1 away from home. So it just shows you they know how to score goals, know how to win games. Nigel Clough is a great manager, and I think they'll easily stay up. 12 points from their last 15 available. That's easy enough to go up, but for me, I think they'll finish mid-table. 12th, Bristol Rovers. Now, Bristol Rovers, I'm umming and ahhing with this. They're on awful form of late. Just the 2 points from their last 5 games. Since Coughlin has gone to Mansfield, they are struggling, and the manager's unfortunately got family matters at the minute, so hope everything's alright there. They've slipped down to 12th, not great for them at the minute, but I think they'll easily pick it back up. 11th, I've gone for Doncaster. Now, Doncaster have been absolutely flying of late. 4 wins from their last 5, 12 points picked up, and they've really been going at teams, winning games of football. They've been beating teams around them, and they could be at 1 for a possible playoff push easily. They've got some good players there. They obviously lost a couple of their players in the summer. Obviously, the main one, Marquis, who scored most of their goals, and Herbie Kane, who scored the odd goal as well. They both left the club, and that hit them hard. In 10th, I've gone for Blackpool. Now, Blackpool, normally quality side, but they've had a few injuries of late, and the Christmas period hit them hard. Just the 2 points from their last 15 games, 15 available. But I think they'll easy enough bounce back. They've got a good enough squad. They've got a quality defence. They've just signed Mark Boller on loan, who was with them last year. They extended Hennigan's loan deal as well. Maybe an option up front, and I think they could maybe possibly break into that top 10 easily, like I've said. Fleetwood are 9th, 3 points from our last 5 games. Not quite clicking for us at the minute, but I'm sure we'll bounce back. I think 9th will be a good season for the Cod Army. 8th, Portsmouth. They've been flying of late. 3 wins, a draw and a defeat to MK Dons. I've got them finishing 8th, where they are at now as I'm recording. I'd love to see them get in the playoffs. Obviously, I have a soft spot for them, but I just don't think it will be that simple for them. 7th, Peterborough. Now, they're losing Marcus Maddison to Charlton. They've only picked up 2 points from their last 5 games. They're on awful form. They seem to hit a blip, and they normally do start really well, go on a blip, come back a bit and go on a blip again. I just don't think they'll get the playoffs again. 6th, Sunderland. Now, when they came to Fleetwood, I said they'd go on a run. They look really good. 10 points from their last 5 games, 3 wins and 2 draws. 11 points from their last 5 games. So it just shows you, for unbeaten in 5, confidence is getting higher and higher. They've got some good players there. They'll easily finish in those playoff places for me. 5th, Wycombe, 1 point from their last 5. I think they might have peaked a bit, but I think they'll come back strong. It's going to be hard for them to keep in the playoffs, but they just need to get that team spirit, maybe add a couple of additions, and I think they'll be ready to go again. 4th, Oxford. Now, Oxford, for me, have been the high flyers recently. They lost to us, then they beat West Ham and they went on an absolute unbeatable run where they didn't lose in about 12 games. It's just the 7 points from them in the last 5 games. They actually have struggled a bit of late, only the 1 point from their last 3 games. That was against a good Ipswich side yesterday. So it's always going to be very tough for them. But got some good players, Brannigan, for Sue. So they do know where the net is. They've got some great players and I think they can easily break into the playoffs. 3rd, Coventry. Now, I think these will win the playoffs. They've done really well, 11 points from their last 5 games. They're good at home. They've been starting to pick up away from home as well. And to be fair, with all the problems, they're doing so well. 2nd, Rotherham. They've been on flames recently, 4 back-to-back wins and a draw just before that against us. So 13 points from their last 5 available. They are top of the league currently. I just think Ipswich will pick them to that league. I think they'll strengthen in January and I think they'll just get over that line. But who knows? League One is a very tough league this year. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Where do you think your team will finish? Where am I going wrong? Where do you think your team will finish? What should I change in this table prediction? Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Can we hit 60 likes on it? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you in the next one. Up the cards.